Hello guys, how are we doing? Welcome back to the Free Hammers and Ask Luke. This is a really good question, this one. The guy asked, do I think that Moyes' style is risking burnout for our players? Potentially, mate. Listen, we all know about David Moyes' substitutions, Divering Dave, and he doesn't like making substitutions, especially at West Ham. I know Gonzo done a fantastic video a few months ago where, he went into it with what he did at Everton and what he did at Manchester United, and it all comes down to the players he trusts on the bench, which I think is a valid argument here. It's a very thin squad, a paper-thin squad that he's working with at West Ham. And we've seen it, on numerous occasions that we look at the bench, we look at the starting 11, we go, yeah, I'm happy with that. We've got Bowen, we've got Lingard, Benrahma, Fornals, whatever, Rice, Soucek, etc. The first 11 picks itself in general, barring a couple of positions. And we're all very confident when a certain starting 11 is put out. When it doesn't quite go to plan, or we need a different option, a different dynamic, or the players are starting to look leggy, that's where Moyes is obviously, his style can sometimes limit us, and maybe we are starting to see the fatigue now. There's a couple of games recently where, after about the 75th minute, we look a bit leggy, we look a bit tired. We come out of the blocks usually quite well, but as it gets on in the game, we don't look like we can do much, that a bit tired passing and stuff like that. And this is not discrediting the season, guys. Please don't think this is me slating David Moyes, because I think he's done a fantastic job all season. This is more of what he's got left to work with is maybe a reason why we won't achieve Champions League and stuff like that. The fact that, again, it sounds like it was his choice that we didn't get a striker and a couple of other players in. Lingard, fantastic signing, and who's done really well. But imagine if we would have got that striker as the other option, or just maybe another midfielder there to, because it seems as well, like when someone like Fornals is not in there, we don't seem as, we don't seem as solid there, like from the back, from the front. Benrahma doesn't do as much as Fornals work rate wise, but we will see whether burnout is starting to tell. Sometime recently, and please don't jump at me, guys, because I love the man, but recently, it looks like Declan's starting to look a bit tired in games. He's not had a lot of rest this season, and that's not his fault. Players like Antonio are running to the ground, after 60, 70 minutes, the guy, he can't move anymore. So, but players like Bowen also sort of get like that towards the end, where they look like they've run themselves into the ground. So, is it Moyes' style? I wouldn't say it was Moyes' style. I would say it's the fact that he doesn't have players that he trusts on the bench, and the squad just isn't big enough to deal with, to get to that top, because, and again, one injury away from Rice, Soucek, etc., then you're really down to the bare bones, where you're starting to play Mark Noble in the centre again. If Antonio got injured, God knows who would go up front, and potentially Lingard would play up front. I don't know, but and the Manchester United game, for example, that Lingard couldn't play in, it exposed a lot of the lack of attacking and that winning. That player who can just do something out of nothing. So yeah, I don't blame Moyes too much, but it's definitely, we need to beef that squad up a little bit, and not just with. Not just squad fillers, but actual players he trusts and willing to use, and to keep other players on their toes. Let me know what you guys think about that. Is Moyes' tactics risking burnout for our players, or is it a little bit more to do with the players that he has at his disposal? Until next time, guys, come on, you irons, keep believing.